Welcome to the channel Excellence, where we strive for excellence. We strive to be one better than what we were yesterday. Why? Because we striving to see this world like ebony and ivory, living in perfect harmony. Where do it start? It starts with yourself. How many people woke up this morning and looked in the mirror and asked the man in the mirror a question? Or did the man in the mirror ask you a question? See, that man in the mirror asks me a question every day. How can you change your ways? How can you be one better? See, it starts with the man in the mirror. It starts with yourself. See, if you want to see this world the way you want it to be, then make it that way. Then be that way. See, every person, it's your turn to validate who you are. See, no one else. This is 2022, finna be 2023. You in a World War III. Russia and Ukraine. I pray for Russia and Ukraine because they going through a big thing. And Russia and Ukraine, y'all some of my biggest supporters. We got to look for the love in the hearts. See, war, a lot of war, has been started over one person's death. Because of one person died. Stop the violence. The only way we are going to steer this planet off of its crash course with what it's going to crash into. See, that's why they call it a pandemic. See, they ain't letting y'all know that Earth finna be hit hard. So hard that there's no chance of no one surviving. That's why you living in a pandemic. But you can't wake everybody up at one time because they'll test some shit up. And once you start waking the wrong people up, then they're gonna start tearing shit up. Watch what's going on. Stay into your love zone. Stay in your love zone. Create as much love and as much peace as you can. And you will rise above all the fussing and fighting. It'll just leave all your worries behind. Rain or shine, it just don't mind. You'll be riding on that groove line of love, unconditional love. Start spreading it. It starts with yourself. It's not about money. Y'all already see that. There's no such thing as job security. There's not a job out there that you can secure yourself in unless you have created work for yourself. So it has come down to where each man must depend on themselves. See, the new era time now, people not going to be going to work to make another family rich. See, people going to work now for themselves. Because the average person realizes that they can make more than $20 or $30 an hour if they stick to their own craft. If they stick to their own craft, they won't be miserable going to a job that they don't like to do. See, if you stick to your own craft, you will be doing work that you enjoy to do. You will be doing the things that you love to do. You will be in peace and harmony every day. See, back in the days, the blacksmiths, they was in loving to beat on that steel and make that iron and do this, that, and the other. And the women was at peace with themselves. They loved to wove that weave and make them garments. See, everybody was in the state of existence that they were born to be in, to use the creativity that they were born with. See, don't send my kids to school so you can train them to work for you. See, if your kids stay at home and they learn your behavior, they'll learn to work for you and they'll learn to listen to you. But if I got to send my kid off at the age of 5 to a place for 8 hours a day with strangers that they don't know, to inflict their thoughts, ideals, their dreams, their behavior on my children, for the sole purpose for my children to end up working for their family to make them great? No. I got to sit at home with my 5-year-old and teach them how to plant gardens, iron clothes, cook, clean. Because at the age of 5, you learn those things. At the age of 5, you are in a learning process. So why should I send my child to school so you can give him a book and say, see spot run, can spot jump, when I can be teaching you, can you wash these dishes? Can you help me wash these clothes? Can you clean this yard? Can you assist in the uplifting of a human being? See, if at home we start teaching our own children, hell, by the age of 10, I say with mine, by the age of 5, 6, 7, they will be to learn more than the average adult has ever learned in a lifetime. Because they spent all of their youth, adolescence, teenage stages of life in what is called a foolish ass system, a school system. So you can get a piece of paper, so my family can say, we'll hire you if you get this piece of paper. So if you've been trained enough to function in the capacity to work for my family, then we may give your ass a job. But now it's gonna take a 12-year schooling process and then another 4-year of college if you want to be up anywhere in business, in my family's business. But here you can take this knowledge and teach it to your children at the age of 5, and mine can have it all by the age of 5.5 or 6. See, all of those teachings that has taken 12 and 16 years for people to accomplish, to think that now I am feasible and I am able to go out and try to make a life for myself now. Hell, by then you so fucked up and confused, you don't know what the fuck to do. But if you teach your children at home, the basic necessities we learn automatically. You learn how to talk by watching your parents. You learn words, the definition of words and everything by watching your parents and everybody communicate. Your school is every day you wake up and walk through life. You are being taught something. To teach yourself how to survive And to navigate through life, should I have to sit in a fucking building for 8 hours a day? For what, 15 years of my life? To deem myself worthy enough to go out in society and say, hey, okay, now I can take care of myself as a man or a woman. See, that system is all fucked up. That's not a system, a way of living. And who fucking program was it? And how the hell did that program stay in existence for so long, for so many people to follow it without trying to make a change? See, that's something to think about. Because before they started all this schooling system and shit, when they wanted you to work for you, they just ran out there and caught your ass like you was an animal. Tied you up, beat you, whipped you, and then made you work. Made you have sex, made you do everything. Hell, they did it to 5, 6, 7-year-old children. But then now you're gonna say that I'm not worthy to do anything in this world until I complete your fucking process. And what the hell is you processing in me? I got to go through all type of shots. You don't know what the hell they putting in you before you can get to this building to where you feel that, okay, now I can learn to be a productive citizen in society. Because I have to go through their process so I can work for their family and they get rich and I stay a slave. And you notice the rich, they gonna send your children to war to fight for them. They ain't going to war. A soldier is sacrificing somebody else's children, there's somebody else for your life. See, I'm a soldier for God, so I sacrifice my life for him. See, that's what soldiers do. And see, I do it by any means necessary. You know, fuck what you think. Everything I do it in a bubble. I do it in a yolk. See, I do it in an egg. Ain't nobody in there but me and my creator. I don't see nothing outside of that. See, that's when you standing in your wisdom, in your purpose, in your desire, and in your godliness. I cannot be in somebody else's godliness. I'm not a twin. It wasn't two of us in that yoke. It was only me. Every place I've been, every institution I've ever been in, good, bad, ugly, from the schools to the prisons, when they gave me an identification card, it wasn't a club picture. I didn't see none of my friends and family in the background. I didn't see no... Everybody pull out your driver's license, pull out anything you accomplished, and see if anybody else is on it. So you did it through your will to choose. And if your will is the will, then your strength is the strength. For you. For you only. See, I can only demonstrate my strength within me. People say, how do you get past all of the bad times? I don't give a fuck what nobody think. I'm not worrying about nobody else. I don't have time to. I have an issue that I have to solve. So I don't have time to worry about what Sally think, Joe think, my mama think, my daddy think, the dog. Nobody. I got to get shit done. And I get it done by any means necessary. See, I get it how I live when I gotta have it. If I gotta eat, I'm gonna eat. If I gotta eat and I see some food, I'm eating it. Y'all seen Fast and Furious? What was that? Excuse me, Tyrese. When he walked in there and my man lunch was sitting there, he opened it up and he was hungry. And my man looked at him and said, "That's my lunch." He looked at him like, "I'm hungry, so what?" And he ate it. See, all we want to do is just eat. And if you can eat and you can feed the ones around you, you're blessed. This world is not about material things. All we want to do is sit at a table and have a peaceful supper. That's what every family should do every day. Sit down and eat together. A family that eat together and pray together is a family that always stay together. Y'all seen the Waltons? Oh, some of y'all ain't old enough to see it, but Google it, y'all find it. But see, that's why, what do you say? When when you meet somebody and you want to build a relationship, whether it's a business relationship, a marriage, a friendship, or whatever, you want to know what that other person is bringing to the table. Why? Because y'all want to eat together. See, long as y'all eating together and treating together, everything is going to be neat together. See, the key to life is to do things together, not separated. Separation brings war. Stop trying to separate yourself from the people in your house. Learn to get with the people in your household. Do things together with the people that you live with. Learn, that's called living together. See, when people live together, they interact with each other together, which brings more peace and harmony into their living space. See, that's why you have a living room. Sometime when you get off work and your roommate get off work, you don't always isolate yourself from each other. Sometimes you have to sit down and mend each other. See, it's communicating. You relieve the stress off of one another by communicating with one another. Lack of communication is one of the biggest problems in this world. Misinformed information is another problem. And miscomprehending what a person say is the biggest. See, a person say something, people will take it the wrong way. Now, you spending most of your time trying to get them to understand what you were saying. Now, now you got another problem. See, that's why you must keep your thinking, reasoning, willing, and your understanding within the bonds of moderation. And think. If I can teach you to think, you'll save yourself. The key to life is to know thyself. and thy father God allow. Or whatever God y'all say. I say know thyself. And my God is my highest state of consciousness. God in me is the highest state that I can take myself to. In peace, in harmony. And how can I evolve creating peace and harmony around me? See, I want to be surrounded by that same peace and harmony and love that I put out. See, I put it out when I plant that seed and it grow. I want other seeds to fall behind it, and I want that garden of love. See, I don't want nothing but roses in my garden, tulips, lilies, nothing but beautiful flowers that's giving out the best aroma. I want the flowers of the universe. That's why I moved to Georgia to find the beautifulest peach and the sweetest one. But so far, no luck. I'm just going to leave it at that. I come to y'all in love. I leave y'all in peace. Sometimes we got to laugh and joke, but hurt people, heal people. Watch the people that been through a lot. They've been through a lot, and they was preserved on this earth for a reason. And all through their life, people have told them, God kept you here for a reason. Well, I'm trying to figure out what my reason is for me to be here today and delivering y'all the message. I do the best I can. I pray to God every day that he lead me and guide me. I hope I'm doing all right, but that's y'all call. Because a lot of messages is not my message. I'm just a messenger that is able to submit my will and open up and let God speak through me. Because only way God can talk to man is through man, so man may comprehend. But this is just a body with a spirit in it that has the consciousness to step aside and let the universe do its work. And I hope through all the videos that I have done and people seeing the leap of faith that I have took and the work that I do, I hope and pray that it leads somebody out there to go within their self and seek for their own self peace within their self like I did. And I can only show you my way. You feel what I'm saying? See, Jesus did the same thing. He only could show you the way in his attitude, and no one has that attitude. Everyone has it. It's in everyone. You just have to click that switch and say, it's my turn. Because we all know right from wrong. We all know what to do. God talked to all of us. We know when we listening. We know when we obedient to ourselves. And we know when we are disobedient to ourselves. Keep looking into the window of the soul of the man in the mirror or the woman in the mirror. And that person that you're looking at in the mirror is constantly telling you to change your ways. I suggest that you pay attention to somebody if you won't pay attention to yourself. I come to you in love. I leave you in peace. I'm out.